There are 7 species of sea turtles in the world that crisscross seas and oceans, enriching the ecosystems of both shallower waters and endless depths, coral reefs, and underwater seagrass meadows. These animals have been present in Earth's waters for 100 million years. Although they have been present here on Earth for so many years, now sea turtles need our help. Practically all species living today are threatened with extinction, or at least vulnerable to extinction, and are unfortunately threatened by a number of dangers related to human activity. This can be our direct actions, such as intentional catching and killing, but our decisions and behaviors can also have an indirect impact. Turtles can become bycatch, which means they can be mistakenly caught in fishing nets that are set to catch other species of animals. In the years 2000-2020, these animals made up as much as 89% of all sensitive species recorded as bycatch. What's worse, used nets are often abandoned in the seas and pose another threat to reptiles who can become entangled in them and lose their lives. Water pollution itself also threatens animals in other ways. Turtles may confuse the ubiquitous plastic and eat it by mistake, but the waste can also hurt them. One of the greatest threats, however, is the progressive destruction of turtle habitats, especially their breeding places. Every year, female turtles come ashore from these waters to dig a hole in the sand of the seaside beaches and lay their eggs there. If we are lucky, here in Cyprus we have the chance to meet 2 species of these wonderful reptiles, the green turtle and the loggerhead. For this reason, it is very important how we behave on the beach. Excessive exploitation of these places and their development result in the loss of valuable habitats where animals can breed. Even the vehicles' traffic on the beach can result in an excessive sand compaction. Animals do not lay eggs every year and usually do so every 2 or 3 years, and it takes decades before they reach sexual maturity. For loggerhead turtles, it is about 20-25 years before they start breeding for the first time. After this time, the females return to the area where they were born. It may be the same beach, one next to it, or even several dozen kilometers away. The Earth's magnetic field helps turtles in navigating to this place. This is even more impressive when we think that these animals swim thousands of kilometers between the places where they feed and these where they breed. As darkness falls, it's time to check out the beach. At night it becomes clear that we are in the right place. I have already found the first trace of a turtle that came out of the sea onto the shore. You can clearly see the places where the female pushed herself with her fins, a trace of the shell, and at the end of this path, a hole, a nest where eggs are currently buried, from which young turtles will soon hatch. At some point, unexpectedly, a miracle happened. The female emerged from the water just a moment ago and immediately started building a nest. She deepens it with the fins and by turning in the depression to support herself with the entire body and massive shell. She doesn't feel very confident on land, so it's important for her to return to the water as soon as possible. It is also best not to reveal the place where the eggs are laid, because they could be a tasty morsel for predators. We are witnesses of a wonderful event. From this place, a whole group of little turtles will go to see the world soon. little sea turtles which are so important to the survival of these beautiful, amazing animals. The massive fins of the turtle are adapted for swimming and covering huge distances underwater, not for digging in the sand. The turtle must carefully bury the nest and secure it well, because eggs and small turtles are eagerly hunted by many animals, from foxes to seagulls. Moreover, the sex of the little turtles that will hatch depends on what conditions the eggs have and what temperature they will be at. Finally, when the eggs are buried and safe, the female decides to return to the sea. It takes extra effort for her to crawl this short distance, but as soon as the first waves hit her, the mission is a success. A spectacle repeated for millions of years succeeded once again, and seeing it with your own eyes is an unforgettable experience.